Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Hold on one second. Okay, welcome back. This is a little bit of a, I won't call it a commentary. I guess I'll just be reporting, I guess. I've never seen these people before. But this guy's making a video of Cheraw, South Carolina. I've been there, and I own a few things down there. And some of the, he must have really edited this thing out because it seemed like he's only focusing on certain things and certain aspects of Cheraw, South Carolina. I tried to read some comments, but YouTube didn't allow me to leave some comments. So I have to do audio comments, and I guess I don't know how you call it when you comment on certain aspects of somebody's video, but it's not a reactionary or criticism, commentary. It is more about certain things and show that I personally know about because I've been there for a number of years. So I'll just be kind of like pointing some things out and comment on certain things. He really edited this a lot, but I didn't see all of the video. I only seen half of it so far because I was trying to leave comments and YouTube didn't like me the fact that I was leaving comments. I guess I was pointing out that someone has stole my stove and refrigerator out of my condo, and I mentioned the first name, which is Stephanie, but I ain't gonna do her last name because YouTube definitely might ban me. But she stole my stove and refrigerator out of my house, out of my condo that I rented to her. So I made that comment, and what else I made? The HOA at the condominium association, at the condos down in Clark Street, they suck as fuck. They quote unquote robbed me out of almost $2,000 on fees because they can't be sympathetic and human. So yeah, I pointed that out. So I guess YouTube didn't like it, so they kind of like shadow banned me from making additional comments or editing. But anyway, he's talking about Cheraw, South Carolina. I point out a few things. I've seen. I mean, listen, I haven't been there like that, but some of the people he pointed out I never seen before. But he's right about the stark contrast of big houses. I don't know about mansions, but big houses and small shady houses. You know, for poor people. But there's also the middle of the road people who have normal houses, normal yards, normal lives too. So I hope he points that out. And it seemed like and I noticed the black people he points out. If it ain't Pookie and Ray Ray, if it ain't the YN, then it's some disgruntled black dude, which you'll see soon, from the Bronx, New York. He comes down and said Cheraw's worse than the Bronx. I don't know about all that, but anyway, it depends what you wanted to like. You came down here, so you should know better. But I thought no, that's not that guy. No, I thought it was somebody else that was up here for a minute, and he found some girl that I know. He went back down south, but I'm sure he went back to North Carolina, not South Carolina. But because he was in the Bronx too, this dude. But anyway, you'll see. I'll comment more as we go along. So let's continue. But so far, you must edit out a lot of things, and I don't like the contrast of the good white people and the bad black people. It seemed like so far halfway of the video, it seemed like this is where the video was going. So I didn't really I didn't really appreciate that. It says some poverty, but I didn't know it was jobs down there. You make it sound like it's a million jobs. I guess you get those type of jobs through word of mouth, because I never heard being that much of a jobs down there. People act like there's no jobs down there sometimes, but anyway. So I guess I've been down there. I've seen things. So the crime rate, I guess I don't know what they consider crime rate. I'm in New York, so crime rate, 2 killings a year is not a crime rate. But I've heard some stories. You gotta be careful when you go to large groups parties when you got a lot of black people around there, because something couldn't pop off. And there was a unliving almost like a year ago of the girl, and I knew the girl when she was young. Kind of knew when she was like maybe 19 or 20, but I definitely know the mother because I rented out to her. So I heard she got unalived at some kind of event or a party down in where you see all those stores you go to. I haven't been down to those stores a lot. Because someone new, there's a lot of new stores popping up in the neighborhood. So I ain't gonna lie about that. I just haven't visited them lately. I used to go to the one. I used to go to this. I guess I'm gonna call it the Christian store, because they dress like very plain clothes and Christianity type stuff, clothing and garments. And I've been there a couple of times. I forgot the name of the store. I really forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's right off. If that's not Market Street, then when Market Street ends, right across the street, that's where a few rows of stores are down there. And I've been to the one, like I said, I ate at that place. But lately I've noticed a lot of new stores. I haven't been there, so I can't really I cannot leave a comment until I've been there, and I haven't seen no store. I seen one under construction. I think I've been to one across the street from that spot, just to get like some soda or something real quick. Yeah, but anyway, so I can't comment too much on the stores and little small business development, because I haven't been to them like that. I go in and out. I usually stop at the gas station to buy sodas and chips and stuff, and I'll point that out to you during the video. So anyway, I've been talking long enough. It's been about 6 minutes, so I'll point out little things I've mentioned and stuff like that. But once again, for them, he said it's a black YN. That's the police is good. Yeah, maybe I should have reported to the police. I was trying not to, but I might have to. I don't want to get nobody in. I hate to get the poor girl in trouble, but I don't know why she took my refrigerator and my brand new $1,000 stove. I don't know. I was also trying to save her. I didn't want to make the realtor lady upset neither, but I'm gonna have to tell her about that and see what she can do about that. But anyway, let's move on. Right, 7 minutes. All right, let's move on. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Quick note. Yeah, some places are all abandoned. I love the little small brick houses, but I mean the brick buildings, I should say. This is I forgot what street this is. I really forgot, but it comes off the main highway when you go back. See this where this car is pointing? If you go in that direction, there's the main highway. That Highway 9, I think. You see that little mansion right there, little building? You make that right, and that's Market Street. And I think that's City Hall is right across the street from this building right here. So right across this building, right across from that building right there is City Hall. I think a lot of people go in and out of there all the time. I forgot what it's about, but like I said, I've been there, but not to the extent that I want to explore it like I used to when I first came down there. But anyway, let's go on though. Let's go on.
It's neither collapsing nor exploding.
That's true.
It's not a crime capital nor a rich city.
No, it's
just
true.
A good old-fashioned deep south.
He's right about that. He's right about that so much. Now, who's this cutie? I've never seen this cutie before. Never seen that cutie before, boy. But you know what? I think they hide their blondes, because blondes, I don't know. I think they hide blondes in the South. You never see them too much like that. So the cute ones like that, yeah, I don't know. You don't see them out there. I guess everybody looking for a blonde woman. If not, they don't want to get married or have a girlfriend unless it's a blonde one like that. I know it sounds crazy, but I've never seen them before. But one thing about the South, it's hard to see people as in a big city because everybody travel by car. So you're never ever going to see anybody unless they stop at the gas station or at the store. Or there's a main event in town and you see everybody. Other than that, you're not going to see people just walking like that. You are going to see some people walking, jogging, doing their little walking exercises. But other than that, you're not going to see too many people doing things. Everybody's at work, home, I guess work, home, or driving. And, you're driving, you're not going to see nobody like that. So, to some respect, it is a pretty town. I've seen prettier. I've seen just as pretty. So, I don't know what that means, per se. Yeah, I think this is on Market Street, what we're looking at right now. I think this is Market Street. Yeah, I'm gonna be down there sometime in August, so yeah, I gotta do some business. I might go down before that because I left my condo in a kind of in disarray. And that's another story. So, but I'm gonna try to be there sometime in July or August. All right. Anyway, so if you're renting, you need a place to rent. Let me know. I'll be down there. All right. I'll be down there on Market Street. That's where one of my places at. Now Clark Street, my condo. I'll be there too. All right. Now with this right here, there's no date. I find it kind of like disingenuous. There's no date on this article, and I never heard nobody say anything. And yeah, and they bring in robots to a factory town. Yeah, that's kind of effed up because what's keep people going is jobs, small little job, you know. So I don't like to hear this, but it's another story. I don't want to get into that right now. All right, but no date, so I'm not happy with that. And yeah, I know Carolina had an auto parts plant. I would love to work there. I wouldn't mind that. But like I said, I think it's word of mouth because the best jobs do word of mouth. The rest, I guess, is open air. You know, how you call it. Such a small town, but I've never seen him before. Anyway, but once again, with these videos, I noticed a lot of things about him. The second thing I noticed about, he don't point out what street this is. I think it's off Market Street too. I've seen it. I thought it was like a state-owned building or state-owned housing. This, I don't know if it's on Market Street or way up off of Market Street. Not Market Street, but way up Highway 9, which I forgot. I only got seen Highway 9. Then I forgot what you call it, Highway 1, and then that leads up to Chesterfield. So it might be one of them big houses off of Chesterfield. But yeah, Cheraw and Chesterfield are pretty much the same. Chesterfield is just for the rich WIT people, and Cheraw is for poor WIT people and poor blacks and middle income people. Yeah. So yeah, he don't tell you. I don't think he's gonna tell you that. But it's Chesterfield. This is Cheraw, part of Chesterfield County. But also within Chesterfield County, there's Chesterfield, the town itself. And as you can see by the name, it's for a certain group of people. And a lot of them do have houses like this. I won't say a lot, but a small handful does compared to Cheraw. And but a lot of them have houses half the size of this easily in Chesterfield. Once again, Chesterfield County includes Cheraw and something else, and some other towns. But there's also a town within Chesterfield County called Chesterfield. All right. So I don't know if he's gonna make the distinction in this video or not. That's why I don't like his video as of yet, because he's not making distinctions, and he seems like he's segregating certain people to certain stereotypes, if you say that somewhat, you know. Anyway, all right. Honestly, I hate to admit this, but I think I passed this house a few times. Yeah, you know, I think I passed this house a few times, but I don't know where though. You know, I don't know where. I forgot. Anyway, yeah, tell this guy to do a video on Fayetteville, North Carolina, Person Street, where Thomas Dakota Carroll hit me and broke my leg on the sidewalk, and why the police will allow something like that to happen to me. All right, and write for police report. See if you can make a video on that. All right. I'm kind of glad that he did it. He pointed out this is episode 145. This guy got a lot of subscribers. Damn, almost 850,000 subscribers. And I don't understand how he got. Well, I guess he edited. There's a lot of editing going on, and so maybe that's why. But he got like about 400 likes in about 2 weeks. Over a month or 2 weeks. He hold on one second. Look, oh shit! When I first started doing this recording, it's only like 845 likes. Now he got 1,000 likes. He got 19,000 views and 875 subscribers in only 3 hours. Who the fuck is watching this? Oh, Cheraw, they're gonna be famous. They'll be more famous by my video too. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out. Oh shit. Yeah, now, like I was saying before, I haven't been. They must have revitalized down over Market Street, which is hard to explain. But remember, I showed you that little mansion house on the corner. Well, if you go on the left of that, I don't know if it's north, south, east, or west, but if you go to the left of that, this is where the strip is. It's like a little downtown strip, and a lot of these are new stores. But this also could be. No, I think this might be the main strip. But a lot of these new stores I've never seen before. So I'm going to take another look. Maybe I might do my own Cheraw tour video. Yeah, this is the street that leads into Highway 9. Yeah, this street right here. Yeah, this street right here. Yeah, this is a new store. I just saw it popping up maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So, yeah. A lot of these stores are kind of closed. I don't know. I've never seen this open before, you know. But anyway, all right, never mind. Sorry to point this out, but not for nothing, bro. Yeah, Cheraw, every time I go down there, it reminds me of this right here. Yeah, it reminds me of this. Boom! As soon as I hit Cheraw, I feel like I'm in a giant plantation cotton field. Oh my goodness, just I feel it. Oh my Lord. I mean, you know, look at it now. Yeah, it looks nice. A little small town. Got a little new gym business over there. But oh my goodness, yeah. Every time I hit Cheraw and I drive through there to go to one of my rental units, oh Lord, yeah, it reminds me of this right here instantly. Instantly. Yeah, Roca co-founder. Yeah, I've never seen this cutie before. God bless her, boy. She's like a typical pretty blonde, southern blonde, boy. God damn. God bless her. Yeah, I believe this is right off of Market Street Extension. So if you go down there, there's a lot of, I won't say a lot, but there's a handful of abandoned buildings like this. Yeah, Market Street Extension in Cheraw, South Carolina. Well, I'll talk about the deep south and the southern part of the south, boy. God damn. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I've heard the PD River does run through there. Would you believe I've never seen it, never been there? I love parks and rivers. Never been there. I don't know where it is. I don't know where this is at right now. This spot right now we're looking at, I don't know where it is. That's one another thing I don't like about this video. He doesn't tell you where it is, especially not on a map or aerial map. Yeah, I don't know where this is. You believe that? Anyway, yeah, it's crazy. Now, not for nothing, this might be Chesterfield. This might be Chesterfield. It looks too. It could be Market Street, right on Market Street too, or maybe the other side streets that got double lane. Yeah, there's a street that has a double lane. This might be it too. I'm not too sure. Like I said, he's not pointing out any streets or anything. I don't know why he's not doing that. But sorry to interrupt again. But once again, I don't know where this shit is at. I've never seen this big ass church before. Maybe I've seen it. Maybe in the back. Maybe in the side street off the main road, off of Market Street. But honestly, I've never seen this street before. Never seen it. I mean, I've never seen this church before. I'm sorry. Big as this shit is too. Nah, sorry. Okay, ma'am. We're all attracted to the area because it's a small town. It's pretty, and because of you.
Are attracted.
We're attracted because of girls like you running around that we can't see. All right, let's be real, please, ma'am. Let's be real. We're attracted to you. You know that. Whether you want to deny it or not, it's up to you. But we're attracted to girls like you in a small town.
Attracted to the area because it is so family oriented, it's quiet, low key, it's not a lot of traffic. When they drive down Main Street and they see the homes, I mean, we used to be called.
Yeah, that might be. This might be. Is it Market Street? Might be Market Street. Yeah, but the front yard though. No, this might be something else. It might be maybe up highway. Maybe Highway 1, Chesterfield Highway. Yeah, because those big yards are not in Cheraw per se, but he says in Cheraw, so it could be up there in Cheraw, or maybe some side streets I've never seen before, but there are quite a few. So, but like I said, he's not really mentioning the street name, so. But no, man, we're there because to see you. Okay, yeah, listen, this is the double side street I was talking about. See, it's the double side street. See right there? And so double side street. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This could be it too. I haven't been down there that much, but that street, it is. I ain't gonna lie. It's like a rich. It's a typical, stereotypical rich white southern town street. I should say. I'm sorry. A rich WIT southern town. This street right here. I forgot what the name of the street is, but it is nice. I ain't gonna front. It makes rich city streets look nothing like this. It's nice. I ain't gonna front. Yo, you know what? Not for nothing. It's a lot to unwrap here. She's gonna talk about the water in Cheraw. I never knew that the water has lead in it. So now in my units, I might have to install a water filtration system because I never knew that. But one thing about small town, I've been hearing some issue about the water. So I'm gonna start installing water filtration things in my units from now on. But here we go. This is a testimony from her, his wife.
Say about around here, our water is not too good. We got lead in our water, so we're having to buy our drinking water.
I never heard that before, but I believe her.
Sure ain't.
Yourself though, I don't like sweet shit around here, you know what I'm saying? That's all. You don't need to be to yourself around here. Everything good, though, you know, it's peaceful, quiet.
Right, keep to yourself. Yeah, it's kind of like the way it is, cause yeah, he's a typical YN. Typical one. He said he worked at KFC. He had an argument with the manager. He's fired. He said he had no problem getting a job. Man, I don't know about that, but that's another story. But typical Southern YN. Never seen him before, you know. So I won't be surprised. This is Market Street Extension area, which they really actually call. When you said Market, there's Market Street and Market Street Extension. Market Street Extension is more. How are you gonna call that? It's more. It's called out the. Hold on one second. It's referred to out the city limits. Okay. Yeah. So it is Cheraw, of course, is the city, town, whatever you want to call it. But Market Street Extension would be considered outside of the city limits of Cheraw. Okay, so he might be living out there somewhere. Keep to yourself, man. It is peace and quiet. Of course it is. Especially out the city limits, it's relatively quiet. And because I've never seen him before, so I passed through that 1,000 times, and so no. But he might be he probably living somewhere in the back area somewhere. But anyway,
Three people there.
he got that southern accent. He got the typical South Carolina accent though.
Carolina counters, shit like that.
Never seen that before.
How are the police here? They pretty good. I ain't gonna cap.
Really?
Pretty good.
I
Make
heard
sure
from.
everybody's safe and protected around here. They got most of the bad guys off the streets, so shit. Pretty cool around here now. You know what I'm saying?
Before it was worse?
Yeah. Killing and shit going on, man. People got down scared to come outside.
Do you think you'll stick around here?
Oh, nah. I'm trying to move on. I've been too long. I'm really doing my own thing right now, though. Kind of.
No disrespect. Yeah, I haven't really felt no violence or nothing. I guess if you know somebody, they're doing dirty stuff to people, of course there's gonna be some stuff going on, some drama, some killings, of course. Of course, poverty also doesn't help. Someone stole a car off my property, took it to the junkyard. I heard. So yeah, so you won't call that a crime? Yeah, pretty much, right? So I need that back. I want the police investigating that. I did file a police report, and so he said the cops are good, but they haven't really certified that car off of my stolen appliances. So I know it's a small town. They don't do but so much, but they do have their own. Cheraw has their own police, and of course the sheriff patrols outside the city limits and at night. So the sheriff is responsible for that sector of the town. Yeah, but they do have their own police. I don't see as much of them as I see when I first came. So yeah, he has typical South Carolina Southern accent, just like that. Especially that South Carolina is kind of distinctive compared to North Carolina accent. Yeah. So like I said, I've never seen him before. Look like he's in the backwoods. Maybe he said he's homeless. He living in an abandoned building or on the people's property, I guess. And so anyway, I just want to give you the rundown of, cause he's gonna say something, and that's pretty much like how can I call this stereotypical day in the life of the South and people in Cheraw, on average.
Do my thing, make my money, do what I got to do, survive, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see some shit though, I'm trying to tell you. You go see a lot of people, they nice and cool, they'll talk to you. You ain't kind of act. Some people kind of act funny, but most people around here kind of nice. Like,
You think if you wanted, could you go get a job at a factory?
yeah, I can any job I want. You know, just I got fired from my last job, KFC. I was going with the manager there. Shit, took me a little break right now. Shit.
Also, too, I was going to point out, not him per se, but I think he's lying about a lot of things. One thing about in the South, I noticed, a lot of people lie about all kinds of stuff. I mean, we all lie, but I know it's kind of, I think the South took it up a notch. You know, sometimes always people always lie about their poor people down there. They lie about their status, their wealth. You know, about a lot of little things that they don't want to make themselves look bad. So they'll lie about a lot of little things. All right. Yeah, he probably got fired because he did some dumb shit. Not coming in on time, not doing his work, probably talking on the phone. So yeah, everything else he says, I guess is somewhat true. I mean, you know, I don't, you know, but from what he says, pretty much. I mean, you know, I never had a problem with the police. You know, besides that whole accident, it looked like he kind of like, I won't say frame me, but you know, like he wanted to push the issue. You know, but so anyway, but other than that, no, I had no real problem with the police. You know, over there, whether it's the sheriff or the Cheraw police. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Poor people in the South, working class people in the South, they do lie. They do lie a lot. So be careful. You know, basic things not gonna lie about, but a lot of things about their status and their quote unquote wealth, they're gonna lie to you about it. All right. So be careful. If it involves their persona, their status, or their money, their finances, they're gonna lie. Okay. So be very, very careful. It's a tradition out there. Nobody wants to look bad in front of strangers. All right. That's why your word is bond and all that stuff. They hold to that tight, spreading false rumors because it's like a bad cloud. It sticks forever. Nobody wants that bad reputation as being a bad person or any other type of person. You know what I'm saying? So be very careful how you speak to them and how you receive them as far as their words out their mouth. Because 50% of it, like I said before, may not be true based on the stuff I just told you about their status, about their finances, you know what I'm saying, and about their reputation. So be very careful, all right? It doesn't go for Cheraw, Chesterfield County. It goes for this, from based on my experiments, North and South Carolina. So be extremely careful, all right? Extremely careful. Reputation, your name is everything down there, all right? And who you are. Everybody wants to be looked at as a good person, but about a third of them is not that great. All right, so be very careful. But watch this. First of all, it doesn't seem like he's telling the truth. And number one, number two, look at the way he always doesn't talk straight into the camera, straight into the guy's face when he says what he's about to say. So that's why you gotta be very careful when you talk to YNs and when you talk to people and poor people, working class people in the South. That their little lies is excellent. It's well crafted. Watch. I don't believe him when he says this.
Get another job, start doing like yard work, break, cut grass.
Stay in front of the camera. Stay in front of the camera. Okay, it's wow. Honestly, I never. This is a public housing, bro. Yeah, this is the South, so it's not like New York City. This is public housing. I've never seen this one before. It goes to show you, even the small town, I've been there quite a few times, and some things you'll just never see. I've never seen this public housing projects in Cheraw. I don't know how big it is or small it is, but I've never seen it. Yeah, wow, amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know how true all what he's about to say is. I don't know. I've heard the begging part. I've heard that before. I've heard it, you know, but I never experienced it. But I've been there for a minute, so yeah, I've been there for a minute. I just never heard it, but not where he lives at, of course. But anyway, I let him explain it, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's over exaggerating, and plus he might not be used to this southern mentality, or he can't develop a defense for the southern mentality, and because he says he's from the Bronx, so I let him I'll let him tell his story. You make your own conclusions. You know, we'll take it from there.
Deal with the people around here, because, you know, they just ain't right, man. They beg all the time. This place here is infested with drugs, man. At nighttime, all you see is crackheads all night, begging, bumming. Man, get away from me, please. It's just like I get no peace here. That used to be the t-shirt place.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But like I said, a small housing project, you don't get no peace? I don't know, bro. Maybe you just bored to death in a small bullshit town, you got no fucking car. Let's try that for size. There's another thing you need in the South. If you ain't got a car, if you can't get around, I feel bad for you. I really, really do. I really do. It's almost, you might as well be on a plantation. And I'm not even lying. All right. I see a lot of these signs too, all the time, by the way. This is 2026. This is May 2026. Yeah, I see a lot of those signs. I don't know if it's there or not, but I'll find out. I'm glad you made this video because now I'm doing a lot more exploring of Cheraw. So, yeah. Anyway. Cheraw's a little bigger than I think sometimes. At least outside the city. Because this, don't forget, Cheraw consists of the perimeter of this outside the city limits too. So that perimeter is also part of Cheraw. Alright. So I haven't been everywhere, I ain't gonna lie to you, but yeah, but I'm gonna start exploring a little bit more, to be honest with you. Like, you know what, he don't understand. I don't understand how you come from a big city like the Bronx. Bronx is damn near a fucking a city unto itself. And you criticizing this small town? What are you doing what you're not doing? Like I said, you don't have a car, so this dude right here, no disrespect to him and his video, but you need to ask more questions because in the small town you need a car. Do you have a car? Maybe that's why you're so miserable. You can't get around like you want to. And I think that's what's hurting the most. In the Bronx, you get around by cab, train, bus, anything. But in a small town like this, 5,000, so-called 5,000 people, and they creating problem for you, well, I think you may be the problem. All right, I don't know what brought he don't even ask what brought him down here from Bronx to Cheraw. And that's another thing. He leaves a lot. This video host leaves a lot of questions unanswered. No street names, not exactly where you. He doesn't identify exactly where in the video he's at. Doesn't question this guy. What brought you down here? Do you have a car? What do you do for a living? What have you done for a living? Nothing. So there's a lot of open, unanswered questions here in this video. A lot. Like I said, I've been to both. I live in New York, still do, but I have a lot of people, family, real estate down there, in very parts of North and South Carolina. So I know what I'm talking about, and I'm glad I know that he's not asking no questions, let alone the right questions. So let's continue. Too much going on here.
There's too much going on out here, man. I've never been in a place like this, man. Even in the Bronx, it wasn't like this. Really?
What?
The projects that they got over there. The guy got killed over there yesterday, a couple days ago. Shot got his brain blew out.
Well, not for nothing, bro. People get their blown brain out in the Bronx every fucking goddamn day. Are you fucking serious? Bro, what is your real gripe? I know it's a real gripe, but like I told you, no car and no punani. If you can't get no punani, you don't got a car. And if you can't, with no car, you're not getting no punani. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's a hand-in-hand situation. So yeah, I think you're a little disgruntled, bro. You thought I don't know what you was thinking when you went down there. Like I said, this host is not asking the right questions. Bro, you got more issues than some gunshots, somebody getting killed, and people begging on your door for money and crackheads. Crackheads there's probably more crackheads in 3 square blocks of the Bronx than it is where you at right now. So stop that bullshit. Stop that effing bullshit, Negro. Oh my Lord. Oh, Negroes are something else, boy. Where's the plantation we needed? Anyway, he showed a very good aerial view of Cheraw. I should have showed it to it. Never been to this place before, never heard of it. I don't know where this shit is at, I'm gonna be honest with you. Once again, he doesn't show the, I'll look it up, I'll Google it, but I never heard of it before. Another thing too, I think when I go down there, when I retire, I'm gonna buy a drone and fly over some places to see what's what and where is where. Yeah, because some places he did on every video I never seen before. But Yeah, I've never been to this spot. I'm gonna pretty much skip over it, but I'm gonna let you know where it is. I mean, who, what's the name of the store, and for my own records, I'll Google map it and see, and take a visit one day, because I don't know exactly where it is. Yeah, I gotta visit this place. That's pretty good. The catfish. See, that's catfish, some French fries. I gotta remember this place.
Hush puppies and slaw. Oh my god, and that's the shrimp.
That's the shrimp.
All right,
That's
so
what I'm talking about. I'm going
we're
down
about to
there.
dig into this. We just want to say, if you want your news experience is raw, real, and authentic as this seafood we're about to dive into, smash that subscribe button. Our mission is simple: capture the world, no bias, no fear. Thank you for watching.
I don't know about the bias part. Yeah, there's a little bias there, bro. Like I said, I've been there, and you did a little bias. But anyway, maybe you encounter people, maybe encounter some black people, and they didn't want to be on camera. But yeah, you did a little bit of a redlining there, to be honest with you. But you showed it, but you also did it too at the same time. Anyway, okay, I didn't know this was an auto parts factory. Oh, okay, I didn't know Schaefer's. Didn't know it was an auto parts factory. I thought it was some other type of factory. But the lady that rented it out to me, she didn't really expound too much on. She didn't expound too much on where she worked and what was the company. So sorry, I mentioned scratching my leg. So yeah, okay, auto part factory. Yeah, it employs a lot of people. Like, parking lot would be just like that. And look at the nice cars people got. It looks some kind of old, but hey, look at it. Yeah, it's a pretty good factory. She says she does good. She makes some money, for a southern town. Yeah. She said she did good. I don't know if she retired or not. She moved back to North Carolina, so I don't know. Looks like she's more mad at me than anything. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of messed up. They're gonna replace poor working human beings with robots. I get it, you gotta cut costs, but you're in a small town. It's not a big city where people can always a possibility of finding jobs. It's a small town. You're really hurting the town and the people at the same time. But anyway, yeah, I don't like to hear that. I really don't. Once again, I know it's gonna sound racist. I'm not trying to make it racist, but once again, you got certain kinds of people, and he's gonna mention the ethnicity that hate black people with a passion, but they always seem to come in black spaces. This type of ethnic group, which he's going to mention, is on my job, don't like me because I'm black, but he's going to ask me for favors and always coming in black spaces. I don't know what's wrong with some people in that ethnic group. If you don't like black people, stop coming miles and miles and 1,000 miles around just to be landing yourself in a black place because you see a few of these people here. Stop doing that. Go to an all WYT place, county town, with 90% of them. Stop coming around because you can dip and dab in and around black people because you're hiding behind these people with their skin. Stop doing that. I hate when they do that. They keep doing that, and I hate it. No, we can't be quiet and by ourselves, but other ethnic groups want to come in and be around people they don't like. Stop doing that. You come all the way in the deep south just to be around people you don't like? So we go to Wyoming. You're going to be there too? Oh, Jesus, I hate that with a passion. It's all getting on my fucking nerves. I don't give a fuck. I'm cursing on YouTube or not. Stop doing that.
I actually had a little Mexican restaurant that just opened up, 2 months ago? Yeah. They have a robot that comes out and delivers the food out there.
Now, everywhere you look in the news, on TV.
Well, I actually had a little Mexican restaurant that just opened up, 2 months ago? Yeah. They have a robot that comes out and delivers the food out there.
Now, everywhere you look in the news, on TV.
He said he's been living there for 50 years right here. Never seen this orange house before. Maybe a side street or something. All right, never mind. Yeah, let me see. I'll show you who lives there.
Do y'all feel like it's changed much in your lifetimes?
This guy right here.
It seems like they're getting ready to make a change because...
Yeah, I've heard this statement before. A lot of work in the South is backbreaking work. And he's going to say more about this, but a little more about this, but...
It gets hot here. I don't know how New York, but it gets hot here. Oh, it gets hot here. I don't know how New York, but it gets hot here.
It's hot everywhere.
What do you guys think about AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, okay, wait, hold on. It gets hot early down south, and when it gets hot there, it's just as hot in New York when New York reaches the same temperature. There's no real difference. It just stays hot longer, and it starts being warm early in the south. There's no real big difference. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing about New York is a lot of humidity. Sometimes in the south, it could be just a lot of dry heat. You know, they have their days where humidity's up. There's no real big difference. I don't know about all that. It just stays hot a lot longer down south than it is in New York, in the big cities. But New York, really. Anyway. All right, hold on one second. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this area, I know very well. I travel down here. Highway 52, that's what it is. Yeah, Highway 52 is the end of this. See what that building right there? That building right there, you go, this highway right there, once you see that building, that's Highway 52. This is Market Street. Yeah, I know this place very well. That's a gas station. I only went there one time. I think some Iranian looking dude owns it. And this might be either a post office over here or City Hall. I forgot. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't go to these places that much, don't need to. But it's definitely like a city-owned building. It's probably state. Yeah, this is Market Street right here, everybody, all right? So he's going to, the next clip, he's going to talk about Society Hill. Society Hill. No, that's not in Chesterfield County. No, that's a little bit outside. Yeah, that's another county. I forgot. Okay. So I don't know why I even want to record that part. But Society Hill, yeah, it's up. Oh boy, I can't explain it. It's kind of like near Rockingham, North Carolina, right near the border of such. I think it's Society Hills, but let me find out. I'm sorry to mumbling. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure things out, you know. But anyway, like I said, you can always Google it too, and I'll try to give you a right answer right now. But hold on. One more thing, yeah. This is Gillespie. He was born in Cheraw, small town. Create a big legend, huh? Small town could do some big legends, all right. Some big famous people. There's this Louisville, and also this is Market Street. This is where I point to that building. There's that building before. Yeah, it's right down this way, going this way. There's a building right there, and this is Market Street. This is like a little small street off of Market Street, and then there's some houses over there. So I've seen it. I passed by one or two times, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, anyway, so yeah. When you enter downtown Cheraw, this is the first thing you'll see. All right. Anyway, and this is the corner where I pointed that building before. Once again, the Highway 9 is like maybe 4 blocks. You can make a left or right, or actually make a right. Highway 9. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice spot too. I don't know. It's nice and quiet. It's nice and quiet. I like it. You know. Anyway, once again, the same street, just a little bit, because when you let me see. Where am I with this building? Wow. Okay. I don't know. Maybe on the opposite side. But I think you either make a left or right here. You go back up to Market Street. It's nice. Not a lot of new businesses opened up. I noticed in the last 4 or 5 years. A lot. Yeah, definitely. I think the police station is this down this way. Yeah. Anyway, all right. This guy, he got an earring on. You know what that means to me. But anyway, he's gonna tell you a lot about black people in general, and even the small towns people. This is pretty much a introduction of being black, being in a small town, and just being you anywhere and everywhere for the most part.
Friends ain't what friends used to be. Kids have no respect for grown-ups. When the kids raising kids, it ain't gonna get no better.
Hear that a lot.
That's why it's a whole lot of kids shooting.
We've heard a lot of people bring up the shooting over in the Dizzy project.
That's where I live there.
You live there?
I done seen so many people laid down like they dog. I got friends that been killed and stuff like that. Everybody got a backpack with a gun. As simple as that.
Did you work in the factories here?
I worked in fuel. I ain't had no problem with them. I like making money. I like making honest money, man. But other than that, like I say, I've been here about 37 years.
Never seen him before.
Watching all these stores go out of business. I shock to a lot of these stores
That's
that
true.
went out of business.
Why
That's
so much
true.
stuff closed?
Because people take their money out of town, man. You can't. I mean, if I get a store, you get a store, and we side by side, I won't make it. You will. If you get my drift.
Uh-oh.
You might not.
Uh-oh, you know what that means? Wow. Wow. Yeah. See, he's not really... I'm glad he mentioned, he allowed that to happen. Once again, that racial disparity in the South is strong and hard. It is strong and hard. You're right. I feel it sometimes like no other. Yeah. Kind of like South Africa. Oh, it's only good when the WYT is happy. You know, and they're making money. But let him make money, try to make money, and it's a different story. They won't patronize him. Nah. Not in South Africa, not in the Deep South, not in Cheraw. Sad to say. Sad to say. And I think Cheraw is like 35% black. Yeah, so that should tell you everything. No disrespect, but I hate to say this. It might be untrue, but it's very, very out of 65% it being WYT people. 50, maybe I've rarely seen maybe 5 to 10% of them I've ever seen that was poor. I would say it was maybe 30 to 40% of black people I've seen that's poor. But the WYT people, you rarely see any poor ones down there. So I just tell you a lot. But anyway, the shootings and stuff in the projects, I guess it happens. I shouldn't be too surprised. I rented out my house to somebody that lied and was begging to live there, and she treated that shit like a dumping ground. So if you treating a house that you're supposed to pay rent, what she really did, just scamming and riffing and raffing about paying rent, and she used a dumping ground and a place for not good activities, and then they destroyed it. Imagine what they do for public housing and stuff like that. I don't know why she didn't apply for public housing, but yeah, because they don't want her there probably. So she used me as an asshole. That's why I say you gotta be careful with the lies that people tell, or the truth people tell down there, because it's not the truth. It's whitewashed with a lot. The lies down there is whitewashed or sugar coated with the truth, with a thin layer of truth, thin layer. So be careful. I think it was. I didn't think it was that bad in the project, but I guess it is. I guess it's not the people in it. Sometimes the people they allow in it come in and out of it. I guess. Sad, but other than that, I don't know. All right, here we go. A lot of these towns call themselves a nice, quiet, friendly, clean town, but he's gonna show you right now. He's gonna tell you right now that it's not the case. And it's the thin layer, the thin veil they sugarcoat it with. But he's going to tell you under that thin layer of sugarcoating of niceness and hometown and friendliness, southernness and all that shit, he's going to show you what's underneath there right now. Right now. Sad, but right now. Here we go.
You might not understand me, but
Because I'm white.
Ooh.
So that's still the way it is, right?
That ain't never going nowhere, man. They can always be black and white as long as it's the world, man.
That's
This
right.
is what the problem is.
That's right.
Everybody got a different color.
That's
Are you
right.
optimistic about the future?
I'm also optimistic about everything, cuz.
What about AI?
I don't know where you're going with AI for. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how we get from racism to AI, but anyway, or racial disparities. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, I just like how certain people jump quickly past the race issue. Anyway, okay. Now he's gonna go explain. And this is pretty much the end of the video. But he's gonna explain why he picked Cheraw. He picked Cheraw. Why he picked Cheraw to come down and visit. Like I said, he didn't show a lot and he didn't name too many streets and stuff like that. Nobody gave their name, so. But he can explain why he came down to Cheraw, and yeah, I think it's because too, you know, the population maybe not be growing, so maybe these companies need to replace people that they can't find. Like I said, I noticed a Spanish dude. He was a manager there. So Spanish in a small 1/3 black town. Oh boy, I'm not gonna say too much of that. I don't want to get banned, but he looks white. I thought he was white at first, but then I found out he couldn't talk too much English. His English wasn't great. It wasn't good, I should say. It wasn't that good. So I ain't gonna say too much on that because quick problem between me and YouTube. But black people, open your eyes. That's all. Stop being white ends all day, every day. All right. But anyway, here we go.
The reason we ended up here was because I read that journal article back in March and noticed they interviewed executives, investors, and managers, but not a single Cheraw factory worker. The residents of the town were ignored. This is exactly why we started Roca News, because the media fails to capture people in places like these. In the end, it was the journal's loss. In Cheraw, we found beautiful homes, a quiet river, friendly faces, delicious catfish, and, simply put, the type of town that's getting ever harder to find. Cheraw may change, but a lot
Never seen this.
will stay the same.
Oops, shit. Alright, kids, thanks for watching. I know it's been a long commentary video. I don't know how much others you're gonna watch. From beginning to end, it's almost 52 minutes long. I'm gonna cap it at 52. But like, comment, subscribe. You know, I just thought I would give my perspective of Cheraw, South Carolina, because I've actually been there quite a few times, many or multiple times over the years. So congratulate me, and I don't know if I'm welcome back after I make this commentary video, but thanks for watching. And like, comment, subscribe.